Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. It is time. It is very bright. I definitely remember turning down my lights, but the sun coming in this window, very tricky. Always, always tricky. We're doing C3 as white. Ladies and gentlemen, 1,000. Best to the best. We are doing this. And now for something completely different. Let's see if he's aware of what I'm up to here. New take on things. Absolute new take on things. Well, that's interesting. Is he threatening to take my pawn and hang on to it? Maybe he is. What is going on with the music? It's almost too gamery. Well, isn't that interesting? He's still not threatening to take over the center, so we don't need to play d6 anytime soon. But we do have to watch out for some trickiness involving queen to b6 and or that. That's always awkward. It's a bummer. Not what we were expecting. Now he is threatening to play this, isn't he? We're just going to cross our fingers that we are getting something out of this that is not normal, unusual. Yes. His king will be in the center, whether he likes it or not. Well, isn't that interesting? I admit it. You got me here. Queen takes. And now is everything hanging? Just in time. We've completed our development. We've got our king safe. And where are you going? I guess we only have one way to find out. Interesting. Yeah, we're in trouble. There is no doubt about it that we're in trouble. Big, 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 big trouble. Big, 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 big trouble. Big, 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 big trouble. What to do with this guy, folks? What to do with him? How to maneuver back toward the center. Whether he chooses to capture or not. Knight takes, queen takes, knight takes, queen takes. My bishop is trapped on a1. Queen takes, bishop takes, rook b1 check, eh? Fine. We're going to remaneuver toward the center. We're going to just try that. Is my queen trapped if I go forward? It looks it. Doesn't it look it? D6. Did not think this one through so well. Knight to c2, queen takes c5. Not queen takes c5. So let's see, knight c2, d6, knight takes queen, pawn takes queen, rook takes b1, rook takes b1, knight takes b1, kind of sucks. So therefore, how are we going to bother the daylights out of him properly? I am struggling here. Struggling to make a bad opening good. Rook to c1 was probably best there. Giving up on this one. Yes. It does look like it, right? Bishop to c1, my god. It gets worser and worser. Knight takes b3, queen takes b8, no good. Knight takes b3. Alright, I'm game. Let's see how bad it looks. We're going to just keep pressing onward into a terrible, terrible position. And it looks like we are actually accomplishing something, believe it or not. That is what's even harder to believe. Much harder to believe. It's got knight takes d3, rook takes b8, knight to f2 check, rook takes f2. But this rook isn't really hanging. So how now brown cow? Yes. Oh no. Dropped my knight on the wrong square. Yeah, that's going to make this much, much, much more difficult than it should be now. Much, much, much more difficult than it should be now. I should just resign. That was an awful experiment with c3. But we did learn something. We did learn something. We did not play this Benko gambit very well with the white pieces at all. Knight takes d3. I'm desperate. Desperate to get this party started. Sometimes when you are losing, you have to burn your bridges. And burn them. I'm down a bishop. I'm down a knight. Aye, aye, what a horrible game this is. Yes, yes. And I don't have any squares for my knight. I really do not. I don't have any squares for my queen. And of course I'm losing a rook as well. Well, that was interesting. Did not expect that. I have to take first. No choices. Activating his piece. Ye gads. And I have no squares for my queen. Literally no squares for my queen. Wow, he's still going for that? That seems insane. Hold on. Alright, so meanwhile, what am I going to accomplish here? Anything? This was part of the plan anyway, so let's keep it up before anything funny happens. And now for something completely indifferent. I actually might survive this. Bishop takes, rook takes. Can I play it that way? I don't know. Oh no, I can't play it that way. He was trading queens. Botez Gambit. Even though it wasn't a Botez Gambit. It was not a Botez Gambit. What else do we need to do? Just exactly what else do we need to do? Aye. That was a horrible experience. If there ever was one. Last chess dojo is white. C3, 271. Come on now, this is probably... I think I could have waited with C4. Definitely G3 is better. That was very sad. Grandmaster BHK. That was only his second win against me, if you consider it a win. To me, it was more like I fell on my face, to be honest. I thought C4, D4 was a pretty interesting move. Is the Benko Gambit really minus 0.7? That is the question. This is a good test of the system's algorithm. Let's just go back for a moment. Just want everybody to realize that after this, right, it thinks that my position is 0.07 down, right? But on the other hand, is the Benko Gambit 0.07 down for black? Or are we biased? Let's take a quick peek here. So it's actually better to be black in this position than to be white. Because if we take the same exact position here... Ah, it's amended it now. It's amended it. So it actually doesn't believe in D5. I mean D4. Same exact assessment. That's all I ask for. The same exact assessment. I thought it was 0.07. It was not. I'm about to be forced off the main page. Is my rating in Rapid really that low? Oh my god. That is not possible. Alright, what are we playing here? We're playing D6. And with his pawn... Really? Giving away the bishop pair just like that. Black has to be better. Is he trying to trap my bishop? He could be. Let's just go straight for the weaknesses. The weaknesses in the position. What do you think you're doing, sir? Yes. Takes. And now he didn't really see what I was up to, so let's see if we can make it work. Down a pawn. Weakening his king. Driving his knight to the side. And now we've kept him from castling. That's a bonus. Let us see. Oh, really? Tag, you are it. Tag, you are it. Tag, you are it. Tag, you are it. Tag. That's interesting. Bishop takes, rook takes. How about that for an interesting removing the defender? Whether or not it works. And now for something completely indifferent. I can be bought off for a pawn. Yes, I can. Tony the man. How are we doing against Tony? A little more than double his score. 4 pawns to 3. Can we do it this way? I don't know. Also considering returning the favor. Depending on how he wants to look at it. And a third one. Let's see how it goes. He should run toward it, but I don't know that he will. He did not run toward it. This is like forever. Forever. Forever and a day. Forever, forever, forever and a day. Can we talk him into abandoning ship on his plan? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe we can get him to abandon ship. He did abandon ship on his plan. Moment of truth in this very tedious endgame. Oh, he gets to capture and capture. I don't like it.
Kingslayer Sloan
said, "Yay, I glad the WhatsApp works."
WhatsApp is actually quite handy, to be honest. We'll do this again. Why not?
Kingslayer Sloan
said, "You can now ignore another type of message."
Kingslayer Sloan
said, "LOL."
Indeed. I don't know what I thought I was doing. That was a scary, 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 terrible opening. Another terrible opening bites the dust. Namaste, Kingslayer Sloan, aka Rogan, of the French Bishop Chesscast. Get this thing moving. We haven't found the right third wheel yet. We definitely need the correct third wheel. May need to do another coffee run. That's no good. Oh. Puts away.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. Very true.
What time do we want to set for tonight? I don't know if we want to set it too late. Fortunately, my early evening lesson is scheduled for this morning, which sort of inhibits on my my natural being able to stream later. Problema. Oh, I have to answer a student about tomorrow morning, too. And I have to check on Chessable. Apparently, the free books that used to be available on Chessable are now only available for free for Pro members. So it looks like in order to pay for the free books, you need to be a pro. So I'm about to check that out. Let's log in as someone else.
Shaken, not stirred.
Pro exclusive content. Upgrade now to get this course for free. In other words, pay now to get this course for free. That's so bizarre. Unbelievable.
Yarmerches.
Thanks for following.
Fancy that. The pro content. Alright, so what do I want to do here? We're playing D6. That's what we're playing. We're playing D6. How many of these guys are going to catch up to me? Was this the fellow that was playing Bishop D3? The terrible Bishop D3 line? Let's try it. Let's try this terrible Bishop D3 line. Moment of truth. What in the world do you think you're doing, sir? It's gone to his head. He beat me once and it's gone to his head. Let's see how much more we can get out of this before he gets any ideas of playing E5. There we go. Gift. Gift, gift. Somehow I knew he wouldn't have the nerve to trade queens into that endgame. But we will see what is going on. Can he stop me from trading queens? We will see. Do have an awkward bishop here, though. Knight takes e5. Queen takes, pawn takes. Now let's just keep everyone attacked while we're at it. Grandmaster BHK. Yeah, the second piece wasn't worth it. That was a horrible one. Thank you for following, Jaromir Chess. Namaste. I am FIDE trainer and National Master John MacArthur. It is great to have you on board. You may register for the dojo either on the weekends for the Rapid and Classical, or preferably both, Monday through Friday Blitz. I would like to run the events twice a day again at some point. Exclusive pro content. Very annoying. All right, C3 is white. We're trying to bring this one up. We have a few objectives here to play the black pieces with the white pieces. All right, one more time.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. John gotta have a cheese-com branch.
I am extremely upset with them at the moment, to be honest. Extremely upset with them at the moment.
Star Gaming.
Said. Hello.
And now for something completely indifferent. Let's just go this way. No, this is absolutely outrageous. They've absconded with most of the free material that was always offered for the average user.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. They sent me a Chesk OM blanket.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Yeah, they've got you all wrapped up, sir.
ANSY so this time.
Primarily because they have absconded with all of the free material.
Said. I am Detective Anomaly, or better known as Grandmaster Bite.
Star Gaming. Yeah, I can't believe how poorly I played earlier. All right.
Hello, Star Gaming.
Let's see what we can do here. Star Gaming. I'm very happy to have you in the dojo, sir.
Star Gaming.
Said. How did I play today, sir?
You were very okay, it appears.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. A GM.
Not a GM. GM is in the name, though. That much is true. Yes, I'm kind of curious as to what you're going to do with this. I'm going to get my pawns moving. You definitely picked up one of your wins. Whether or not I lost that game or not, very, very much a bother. I really feel terrible about that. We're going to continue attacking on the king side.
Star Gaming.
Said. C3 was weird, I thought that was a misclick.
You thought C3 was a misclick. We haven't even begun to see misclicks. Alright, now the moment of truth. No, I'm playing 400 moves with all the unusual openings, so it is only a matter of time before everything gets there. He wasn't really threatening my bishop, but I wasn't going to clue him to the tactic that is available on F8 yet. I need to get one more pawn into the mix. That's what I need. I need one more pawn in the mix. Queen g6, and maybe I will take the free pawn. Yeah, we're trying to play reversed positions with the white pieces. So I guess I will take the free pawn. But I am a little worried about this rook getting in.
Also, I have been studying Benko, but the second game I have never seen that opening.
That's good. No, you played the Benko very okay. That much is true. That much is absolutely true. And we have more pawns where that one came from. And now for something. I get to keep him out of my position. And now, is this worth it? I don't really know it is. Is he going to take it? Well, we'll find out in a minute. Mm-hmm. His bishop's on vacation. And now here. Well, he did have rook h5. He did have rook h5. Why is my rating so low? That is the question. Studying more endgames. More endgames. Lost to Stefano. Beat Faubourg. Ouch. Lost to Tal. Beat Drayden.
Star Gaming.
Said. Sir, are you familiar with the Positional Chess Handbook by Israel Jelfer? Could you advise how to use that book? I am kinda clueless how to use that book. I purchased it due to its hype.
This is not good. I realized that I made a mistake. Darn it. My free book has to get published soon. The book by Israel Gelfer. Yeah. It has, unfortunately, a lot of game fragments in it. I would certainly just read the book at first. Read the book through and through. Carry it with you wherever you go. That is certainly one way to handle it. You can certainly just keep reading the book. And then, what do I want to do with this fellow? I have to keep in mind that this is indeed Charles numero uno. And he is no slouch. So I have to be very, very careful. This is not how I want any of my students playing chess. And I'm talking about the way I'm playing as black. I'm not a huge believer in d6 at all. At all. At all. At all. All right. Fair enough. Now we get to find out, what do we really know here? Can we get the bishop pair out of this deal? I don't know.
Star Gaming.
Said. It does not explain any concepts like M.R. Silman's books, and like you said, it has a lot of game fragments.
Yeah. It's not a book for the average player. That much is true. It is far, far, far from... Oh no! That's terrible. I just hung a bishop. This is really sad. Really, really sad. I just had to retreat my bishop. That was so rude of me. Honestly. That was crazy. This is very annoying. That much is true. Can I get out of this mess? I don't think I can. Not that easily, anyway. And his knight is so strong. Good news is his queen is not. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Can I just ignore what's happening here? I need to get everyone back into the action somehow. This is going to require a lot of burning bridges. Quite a number of burning bridges. I'm very lucky that he didn't find the one move that I was worried about. Instead, he found another 10 moves that I'm worried about. Obviously.
Star Gaming.
Said. Ain't knight trapped after b3.
No. I take his rook on e1. I play queen takes e1. So he did do the right thing. But I'm still trying for all of that exact mess. And I don't know if I'm going to really deserve it. It's really ugly, I'm telling you. I'm just mated. There's no way and shape around it. I'm just mated. He is as strong as he is right at this moment. It's really annoying.
Star Gaming.
I don't have a way out of this.
Before qa5.
Before qa5, no, he had g4. That was the move that I didn't want to see. He had g4 and the queen, his queen gets back into the game. So I'm desperately trying to get my pieces back into the game. But it's not working. At all. He just threatens mate, and that's all I have to do. He is now ahead of me. The student surpasses the teacher. That is what we wanted. But we need him to do it over the board. Star Gaming. Sounds like you should be gaming. Are you a streamer as well? Let's check this out. I'm just going to cross my fingers on that note. So rude. Alright, C3 it up. This is a true test. A true test of our Can I do it this way? Is my opponent aware of what's going on? There we go. All right, let's see your stuff. Let's see your stuff. I gotta see it.
4 raiders.
Let me have it.
Loonbos.
Loonbos, good morning.
Battling his own private army, and if we get killed, we'll be lost in limbo till our brains turn to scrambled egg.
I'm FIDE trainer, National Master John MacArthur. How is your stream, Loonbos? Where are you from? I don't know if I know Loonbos. I feel like I'm missing out. Adult Improver.
Said.
I should know
Should know
Loonbos.
Loonbos.
The 3XK.
Said. Hello.
I play a lot of unusual openings, Loonbos. Today we are trying to get 400 games in. Alright, fair enough. I'll avoid the exchange of queens if you want to help me out. The 3XK, long time no see. Namaste. One of our former regulars. I haven't seen you in so long. I'm just going to continue my development. I don't necessarily know what my opponent is up to here, but I'm just going to continue my development. We already prepared for E4 now. Our opponent is very thoughtful.
The 3XK.
Can you believe he just moved his knight from G8
Listen to your
to
Bad
F6?
Racing podcast.
Oh, nice. That is great to hear. I hope you didn't take offense to the most recent one. The most recent one, I really let Kramnik have it. I actually may or may not
The 3XK.
have gone a little bit overboard.
Said. I didn't notice anything offensive.
Ironically, it was in episode 1 of season 2, but apparently we have a little slip up because apparently we started before our long break. We started season 2 as well, and I thought we were starting season 2 after the long holiday break, so we accidentally have multiple season 2 episode 2s. I don't know if we can edit those easily or not. But I guess we'll find out. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Is this pawn hanging? Is it important? It is somewhat important. So now... Now we have to start expanding on that side of the board. We're going to conduct a queenside pawn attack. So the Israel Gelfer book that he is talking about.
Maybe I can quiz you about opening Anna Kramling played against in OTB round before end of the year.
I don't. Wow, I have a slightly newer version of this book.
The 3XK.
I used to have an older version of this book that I did go through
Really
cover to
annoyed about
cover.
Something she didn't do and Pia approved.
And Pia approved? Well, that sounds fascinating. That does indeed sound fascinating. So what happens here? Takes. Oh, fine. Let's see what you get out of this mess. We can wait. I really do want to see how this transpires.
The 3XK.
Said. Okay, you might know more, but what do you think white should do? Maybe have to do after d4 d5 c4 bf5.
Bishop f5. Well, I am a traditionalist, so I believe in the old c takes d5, bishop takes b1, queen a4 check. That is the traditional way of dealing with it, to be honest.
The 3XK.
Said. Yeah, exactly. Anna played nc3 allowing e6 and Pia approved for some reason.
I think that the drawback here, unfortunately, is that a lot of the openings, especially today, a lot of openings really just lead to equality, and there's no saving anything anymore. There's no sanctity. There's absolutely no sanctity anymore in what's going on. Rook takes d4.
The 3xk.
Said. But what do you do with your life if you play QGD your whole life and don't take on d5 there?
Yeah,
3xk.
Said. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I think she was being kind. So there's also a little bit of streamer bias in all the commentary. If you haven't already noticed it, there are only a handful of players like John Ludwig Hammer who will actually not submit to the streamer bias. The streamer bias basically consists of the fact that when a streamer does something, you have to say how good it is. And that's a major streamer bias, to be honest. Every time the streamer does something, your job is to say, oh, that was a great, great move. I totally approve. Right? Streamer bias. Does it make sense now? So the person basically had to stop this this idea here.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. WDYM I am so unbiased.
What do you mean I am so unbiased? I am actually losing this position now. The bishop d3 was a great move. I'm very close to losing this position. His knight is better than my bishop, and I don't really want to take it. It looks like I cannot win.
To avoid some prep she didn't know and be in familiar waters, but I don't get Pia.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. They call me Judge Joe.
Judge Joe. I need that bishop to go on vacation, really.
The 3xk.
Said. Hi, I'm GM from India, Kingslayer Sloan.
We're just going to run him low on time and then outplay him with a plan that may or may not take advantage of some of the white square weaknesses, because I am going to try to keep my white squared bishop as best I can. Keeping this bishop, restricting his bishop. We may throw in takes. Can I sacrifice this pawn? I don't know. We're going for it. We're going for the weakness of a6 again.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. The 3xk, hey, he had it coming.
And now we're doing the bob and weave to attack and attack and attack and attack. Attack and attack and attack and attack and attack. What do you think you're doing here, sir? I think you're going to make a major blunder soon. My two bishops are just waiting for the plan, and we'll just start picking off some of these things. Oh, wow. He did have that idea. Alright, fair enough. The time trouble prediction. In progress. Eva?
John, streaming?
Yes. I'm sorry.
The
I am
3XK.
streaming. I'm sorry.
Said.
I actually turned off the microphone earlier to answer you, but you didn't actually answer me.
Do you have cash?
Nope.
Can you go to the get some for me?
We have to start picking off all of these pawns. More pawns?
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. She looks so happy that you stream.
Yeah, she was overjoyed, right? Can I save that pawn at all? It looks pretty interesting. Check, check, check.
The 3XK.
Said. That S nasty.
Yeah, I might have accidentally given it away. That much is true. But this one might help. This one may help. Give him an intermediate move.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. You're picking him apart, John.
I'm trying. Once our king reaches G6, then we'll talk. We'll resume this discussion. Oops. He forgot about that one. That's a bummer. He's trying to draw this. Now we're moving. Now we're cooking with sterno. Courage. Courage, everybody. Courage.
The 3XK.
Said.
Sooner or later.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. Yeah, it didn't count for the record, but it was a very nice finish nonetheless. Didn't count for the record, but at least it was a nice finish.
The 3XK.
Said. And there was much rejoicing.
2108. Yeah, that was terrible. 82 other players. Indexing 82 other players first. So basically, we're trying to play as many of these openings as we can. Master Chess Dojo as white.
Said. C3U.
C3? There's nothing wrong with C3. I'm playing the black pieces. For example, C3, the 3XK may play knight F6, and then I will play C4. Now, the 3XK will not be bothered by this at all because he enjoys knight F3 and knight F6 with white and as black. But not all players have this same affinity to be able to play the same position with white or with black, depending on what's going on. So basically, now I'm black and we have our symmetrical English, right?
3XK.
Said. True.
King Slayer
That was a
Sloan.
clean, hard fight.
Said. That was a clean hard fight.
Unfortunately, I only have about 25 minutes before my next... So I'm torn as to who we should raid. Somebody throw out the raid. This is a raid suggestion, please. Anna Cramling is off limits. She does not allow me to raid her. I'm not a chess.com streamer. She only accepts chess.com streamers. So, who are we going to raid?
The 3XK.
Ioannis is streaming again. We raided him yesterday. Although there is a good dear friend that we have not raided who is in person because everybody else is here. I'm sorry, I have to raid another Licha streamer as well. Is Ilias streaming on... Yesterday he shocked me because he was streaming.
Slayer Sloan.
Said. Damn really.
He's streaming on chess.com.
King Slayer
Yep.
Sloan.
Said.
So we're going to give Angelica the nod for
King
Cantana
Slayer
chess.
Sloan.
Said. How very rude.
Indeed. Thanks everyone for being here. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subs to the YouTube. By the way, check out the YouTube. Subscribe on the YouTube. We are doing an incredible series on Anand's best games from the book.
Said.
And maybe
Thanks
for
the stream.
the game, the Star Gamer, I'm going to do a stream on this book. I'm going to tackle your problem and your question for a YouTube stream on how to study positional chess handbooks like this one. That's all I can say, is that it does take a little bit of work. In any event, everybody, cheers and ciao. Thank you all for being here. Jaromir, thank you for the follow. Rogan Joe Sloan, thank you for being here. The 3XK, great to see you. And Loon Boss, thank you for the raid. Cheers and ciao, everyone. If If you've not yet followed Loon Boss, you should.